Hey everyone, welcome to Redmen TV. I've got to stop our stream on my phone. There, it's done. Shouldn't have even mentioned it because it was fine. Liverpool Man City kicking off very, very shortly. Here is the team news as announced. And there is a surprise in the starting 11. That surprise is Ragnar Klavan will start the game in centre-half instead of Dejan Lovren, who makes the bench. And then the other surprise, I guess, not really surprised, I think Klopp actually mentioned this, so, surprise being relative. Phil Coutinho not in the matchday squad. Now, we had talked a lot about this on the build-up show, about whether it was worth just the equivalent of pulling off the plaster, the Band-Aid, if you will, if you want to go American, even though the analogy fits, because I think it doesn't matter. No Coutinho, so we don't even have to worry about that. Apparently, it's just because he's behind in his pre-season effectively, and although he did get game time for Brazil, and although he's fit and he's trained and he's looked good in training, Klopp saying, he's looked at him in training and thought, wow, maybe we just get him in here, but no, he's decided to pull him out. He's going to make sure he's fully match fit, and that's a pretty sensible decision. Well, is it? I guess we'll know if we needed Phil Coutinho at full time. So there you go. So as I say, Mignolet, Trent Alexander-Arnold, another one we'd made a case for the likes of Joe Gomez to start this game, just a little bit more solid defensively. But no, he's given the nod to Trent, which I think is what a massive vote of confidence for the young lad. And I say Matip partner in Klavan at the back. Moreno keeps his place. No Robertson in the matchday squad as well. Henderson, Chan, Wijnaldum, that midfield that took a little bit of criticism early on, but now just has looked so robust and so mobile and so versatile in the games that followed on from Watford and the first leg at Hoffenheim. And then the front three of terror, Mohamed Salah, Roberto Firmino, Sadio Mane, and then just looking at the bench then, Karius, Lovren, Joe Gomez, James Milner, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Dom Solanke, and Daniel Sturridge. That's a pretty sound bench as far as I'm concerned. Just out of interest, I had a quick look at Man City's lineup. Now, if people know the answer to this, I think De Neo can play in midfield, but they've got Walker, De Neo, Otamendi, Stones, Mendy, Fernandinho as a potential back five or 3+2 or a 4, and others. I'm confused as to what they've done with this. It was suggested it could be De Neo, it might Mendy, who knows, alongside Fernandinho as a two-man midfield, or equally it could be one of those drops into the one side of the centre backs. I genuinely don't know. If you've got any suggestions or thoughts, or maybe if you've seen the coverage elsewhere and what they're saying about it, let us know in the comments. I'll come to them in a moment. But bench, Bravo, Gundogan, Mangala, Sane, Bernardo Silva, Foden and Delph. Now, I think Sane's a terrific player. Bernardo Silva's a terrific player. Look, they've got terrific players. It's Manchester City, it goes without saying. Is our bench stronger than Man City's? No, probably not, but it's close. It's very close. They spent thousands of millions, but I think it's good. I think with the versatility we've got there with Milner, Oxlade-Chamberlain for the midfield options, and maybe even for the wing if needs be as well, and to have, again, Dom Solanke is that option to go long if we need to, and Daniel Sturridge is the poacher if we just need to stick someone on to put something in the back of the net, and that's not discounting how good the first team's been so far this season. So yeah, I'm going to come to your comments on all this in a moment, but I'm pleased. I'm very, very pleased with that. Big game for Trent, probably his biggest game in a Liverpool shirt. I know he played at Old Trafford last season, but as a proper senior player, as I say, it's sink or swim, but again, massive vote of confidence. If he can handle himself in this game up against the likes of Kevin De Bruyne and Aguero and Jesus and whatever the rotation of their attacking talent lies, if he can handle himself today, bodes very, very well. Bishop Halter's Sky Sports lineup show a back three. Sorry, can I ask then who they're doing as the back three? Let me know in the comments, and that's cool. Ultimate Beans, Klavan is so bad. He's not though, is he? I genuinely disagree with that. I think people will be a little bit critical of Klavan for, I don't think too many reasons. I know he has his moment, but I don't think there's a Liverpool player who doesn't have a moment in the game where you think, what are you doing there, mate? I think Klavan's very, very good, very solid, and he's underrated. And hopefully this is the game where maybe he shuts up a few of the doubters. Fingers crossed. I think that's what we all want, whether we think he's good or not. John C., the prospect of Klavan makes my hoop sweaty. I don't know why. Leakage? Just not going to tone up a bit. No, I get it, but it doesn't bother me. But here's the thing, it's more based on the fact that Dejan Lovren doesn't make me think, oh yeah, fine, sound. I'm just having a little bit more balance to the side, having a natural left-footed in there. Maybe that's been a contributing factor. Maybe it's just about attitude and training. Maybe they've just thought, yeah, for this type of game, this type of situation, who knows? And again, I would expect Lovren to come straight back in against Sevilla, and maybe that's again we're starting to plan for 2 games in a few days kind of thing, and maybe they just feel that the threat that Sevilla are going to offer is one that Lovren will handle a bit better, because ultimately with Aguero and Jesus, you don't need to have Dejan Lovren's heading ability in there. Maybe you need someone who's just a little bit more relaxed in possession, perhaps anyway. Let's get to a few more comments. In fact, Tom, have you seen anything of interest, or you just?
Well, I put out a question before asking what do people think of the lineup. Basically, a lot of people saying they're worried. I'm guessing that's a lot to do with Moreno and Clavan and stuff. But then there's been people saying Moreno's got, I think it was the 4th most tackles in the league so far.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, no company, as Max Adamson points out, is a really big one for us. And Matt Stevens on Sky, they're saying Danilo, Otamendi, Stones as centre-backs. We talked about this. We'll see, because this is a step up from what we've played so far in terms of the overall quality, because Man City are a fantastic side, aren't they? But we've handled ourselves against 3 at the back pretty well so far this year. Now, obviously, we're going away from home. They are a massive attacking threat. You can't deny the attacking talent that they've got. This has got a Newcastle, Liverpool 4-3 kind of thing written all over it, hasn't it, to be honest? Go on, you got something?
Thomas Rossiter says 3 at the back didn't work for Arsenal, and Man City are about to feel the wrath of SMF, which is Salah, Firmino, Mane.
No, SFM, that would be.
SMF.
Sadio. Oh, so Salah, Mane, Firmino.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
I think, aren't you meant to...
I don't know.
So is there a better, acronym we can come up with or whatever for our front line? I'll leave that with you, Shai, for the moment. Have a little thing. Use first names if you need to, or a combination. That Ilyas says you look tired. I'm tired. I'm a tired
You said
person.
that about 4 times, by the way.
Fuck you, Ilyas. I know. And then he's laughing. Why Clavan and Moreno? We've lost this, right? This is Beast Barty. Wind it in, mate. Listen, there's every reason for people to be nervous and stuff about big games. I get that. Maybe it's just I don't feel that way as much anymore. Maybe it's because we've got the new Pro Evo in the other room and I've been playing it up until the moment I've walked in here. That team's perfectly capable of beating Manchester City, because that team's not massively different to the teams that look really good this season, and also the team that looked really good last season, but it's actually better than the team that we had last season, in my opinion anyway. So when people put out statements like, we've lost this, shut the fuck up. Just fucking cheer up and enjoy the game. That's making statements like it's happened. Go on.
So we've been told it's MFS. That's, yeah.
MFS? Why? What's MFS?
MFS is the acronym.
No, but what's MFS?
Mane, Firmino, Salah.
No, I know what. No, I mean, like an acronym. Like normally you'd have like.
The only one that I can think of, which is a thing, is MMR.
MMR.
Which is Mane, Mo, and Roberto.
We've got an MMR jab up front. There we go. I like that. Brilliant. Okay. Clavan 40-yard screamer. You heard it here first as Potato LFC. Daniel Blake. Clavan's solid. I agree with that, mate. I absolutely agree with that. Finn Farnan, Danilo playing right centre-back. Let's hope he tries to get forward as a force of habit. Agreed. David Fitness. Emre Can will have a banging game today. He's going to bang 2 in. Great. I think this is made for Emre Can. I think he looked good a couple of years ago. He's looked good in the big games. He's been our best midfielder for me so far this season. So yeah, very excited to see how that goes down. LJW Woodburn to play Wednesday. Nah, keep him under wraps. Keep him for the League Cup games, if I'm perfectly honest. Defence is the main area we need to sort of the transfer window, and we didn't. Yeah, we did. Look, we brought in this new, young, small Spanish lad at left back, and he's been amazing. We brought in this Scouse kid at full back, and he's been amazing as well. And then we got this other lad we got from Charlton, who plays at right back as well, and he's been great. So it's fine. Or maybe it's not, but that's footy, isn't it? Okay. Ox to come on in the 60th minute to ask Cape Town, either in the position of a tiring winger or a tiring midfielder. Yes. And I think that's the beauty of what we've got there. I think if you want to go a little bit more attacking, and you need to link, again, we've talked about this linking the midfield and the attack a bit more, I'd be swapping Emre Can out for Oxlade-Chamberlain and dropping him in here. But equally, we know Salah does get tired around 70, 75 minutes. just swap him out and bring on Oxlade-Chamberlain and that, and then put Mane back to this side where he was great last year. Put Chamberlain over to this side where we know he caused us problems last season. And yeah, that'd be very good indeed. So Tom, one more comment in a moment, but yeah, Chris is at the Etihad Stadium. He's going to be doing a few videos and whatever. If you want to see how he's getting on with all that, get over to our Instagram account. Which you mean you don't know we've got an Instagram account? I know, because it's much smaller than all the other ones we've got. The Redmen TV, as you'd imagine, over on Instagram. Get followed the Instagram stories that he's going to be putting up. I'm sure there's stuff going up there now. If there isn't, Chris, get your fucking act together. You're a disgrace to humanity. But we're going to be here in the studio, me, Shai, Tom, possibly me dad. I've not spoken to him, but he did express an interest in joining us. We'll be doing goal reactions if there is any, hopefully, fingers crossed for Liverpool. Tom, one more comment?
So, well, just a few things to say. Sweeney says, well, he doesn't say anything. He gave us £1. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Vote for us in the Northwest Football Awards. I've just put the link in the chat.
Yeah.
We've got a volley page as well.
Yeah.
And you can buy the AFC Liverpool shirt. All them links are in the description.
Get on, Tom. So yeah, we've been nominated for a Northwest Football Award. So these happen every single year, but normally it's like best Liverpool player, best women's player, best it's just very football related, like the actual playing of the football. There's a new category, a new award this year, which is Best Fan Channel basically, and we're up for the award alongside Full Time Devils, Toffee TV, and Blue Moon Rising, which doesn't even fucking exist anymore. So yeah, it's the four of us in a four-way race. We want to win this because we don't want to lose to Manx. I've spent 27 years seeing us come behind United, and we can't be having Everton changing the tables on us this season because I'm used to us being above them, so let's make that happen. And Man City, much like Liverpool should be doing today, let's put them in their place as well. So yeah, Tom's put the link in the thing. Click through, you can vote for Sadio Mane as the player of the season as well, which would be amazing. We want a Liverpool clean sweep, including the Redmen TV. It takes a couple of seconds to vote, dead easy, and then tweet us at the Redmen TV with your completed vote as well, and we'll give you a shout out. Brilliant. Anything to add?
Rowan Shaw just confirmed on Sky Danilo's centre back. So
thanks.
That's the answer to that.
Brilliant.
There you go.
Confirmed that 5 minutes ago. But
really?
Brilliant. If you watch this after the fact, subscribe to the Redmen TV. But yeah, most importantly, go and vote for the Redmen TV to win a Northwest Football Award as your favourite fan channel. Make it happen, and you're all absolute human legends. Anyway, speaking of human legends, I say check out our stuff later on, particularly from Chris Pajak on the Instagram. And yeah, thanks for watching, and come on, the mighty Reds.